Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. Okay, we are waiting for, we on.
We on.
All right, good evening. We are sitting somewhere different tonight. Our background is a little, he's getting us all ready. We are so very happy to be here tonight. And we are welcoming you to another episode of Walking Against the Current.
Yes.
Walking Against the Current. And tonight we're going to dive that matters the most to most people. I got my guy over here making sure technology's right.
That's right. Gotta make sure everything's copacetic, you know.
He's making sure everything is right. Man, he don't play about this neither, man. He's like, turn this light here, turn this light there. He's on it.
Gotta make sure we good.
Yeah, got to make sure. So tonight we're going to dive deep into what matters the most to most humans, people, and the topic tonight is love. What you got to say about that?
Yeah, love. The evidence of God in you. You know, we decided to talk tonight about the power of love because love is one of those topics that I think we think everybody can relate to. So we're going to definitely talk about the topic of love. Again, the evidence of God in you.
Ooh, now that's absolutely deep. So I want to start off by saying love has the power to heal.
Yeah, almost forgot. Before we get into that, I got to start with my Proverbs.
Oh, let him go.
You know, I got to always give y'all a word first before we get started into our topic. So we left off last week in Proverbs chapter 5.
Okay.
Now we're in Proverbs chapter 6.
All right.
And I'm giving y'all the major takeaways in Proverbs. So how many bullets I wrote down tonight? I want to make sure I'm giving y'all the adequate stuff.
And while he's looking for that, I'm going to just say that this is our new time and day.
Yes.
Mondays is what we decided to settle on because so many people have reached out to us to tell us that Wednesdays was Bible study. Did we do it Thursday?
On Thursday, I got Bible study.
Bible study, he got it.
Yeah.
Tuesday, I got my Bible study. So we was like, well,
and
okay.
Friday, everybody want to, just unwind and relax.
So we said, you know what? We're going to kick the week off.
Right.
We're walking against the current.
That's right.
We're going to kick it off with walking against the current, and it's going to be Mondays at this time. So
Monday.
Join in, and I'm telling you, as we grow and we do things, we're going to be stepping it up each time we're getting better.
That's right.
But you know what? We want to flow.
Consistency.
We want to flow. We want to flow. We don't want to be all rehearsed.
Right.
We want to be relatable, and we want everybody to understand and join us and say, okay, those guys are real.
That's right.
Flaws and all. So go ahead,
right.
son, hit it.
So the major takeaways of Proverbs chapter 6, I had to put my notes up real quick.
That's right.
So number 1 is avoid foolish financial commitments. Avoid foolish financial commitments. What that mean? Warning against co-signing, right? How many times do we as people want to help people, trying to show love,
yes,
and co-sign on somebody that you know is not responsible?
Oh,
right.
Man.
So based upon Proverbs in the Bible, chapter 6 is talking about avoid foolish financial commitments.
Oh, okay.
Number 2, embrace hard work and avoid laziness.
That's right. Avoid laziness.
Learn. I took this from a page from your book.
Okay.
Learn from the ant.
Oh, that's right.
The ant prepares, stores, and works without needing to be watched.
That's it. That's it. I tell you, I've been studying that little thing. I don't know. I mean, I've been studying an ant for a while, and the ant is probably, to me, one of the wisest bugs out there.
I know.
You know, I gotta tell this quick story.
Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta tell this quick story. I had my youngest son's car parked in the grass for about a week.
Oh, this is recent.
This just happened 2 days ago.
This is recent.
Literally had his car parked on the grass side of my property. And when my son-in-law went to go get in the car was flooded. I mean, when I say flooded with ants, he literally said he couldn't drive it. Mm-hmm. He didn't realize it at first. He sat down and them ants started chopping him up. Because he was disturbing their peace. They had been living in there for about a week. So he said, Mom, there's nothing I can do but set a bomb. Yep. And I was like, what? So he did. He set a bomb in there. 2 bombs. About an hour and a half, 2 hours later, I told my youngest son, okay, we're going to have to go in there and deal with all these ants. We're going to have to deal with all these nasty ants. I said, but we're going to take it to the place to get vacuumed.
Yeah.
Man, when I went in the car, I promise you, not an ant.
Not an ant in sight.
Not an ant in sight. And that's why I looked at him. I said, I told you, them
Yeah.
ants are so smart.
I'm
They
telling you,
realized
man.
it was danger, and they rescued themselves.
I'm telling you, man. Ants got to be one of the wisest animals and the smallest.
Oh my God.
That
And
tells
they have unity.
Yep.
They stick together. They believe in teamwork.
Yep.
They believe that thing when it says teamwork make the dream work.
Listen, I got a story too, real quick about the ants. So, we had set our trash bag by the door, right? And you know, it's summertime in South Carolina or anywhere really, and you got these ants and everything coming by your doors, bugs, all kind of stuff. So I literally put the trash bag by the door, right? We was cleaning up the house this weekend, and I moved the trash bag to take the trash out yesterday, and it was ants all inside the house.
Wow.
And I was like, how these ants get inside the house? So I went out to the garage, went to the front door, and it was like a freaking streamline
Wow.
of ants coming from the front door all the way to from the outside door, coming inside the house to the trash bag.
Wow.
Just that fast.
Working together. They had a goal. They had a goal.
We had to get some hot water and, you know,
take care of them now. You can't live in my house. Your goal can't be successful in here. Well, go ahead. Finish your thing.
I just couldn't believe that. So, embrace hard work, avoid laziness. Number 3, avoid the wicked in their ways. Avoid the wicked in their ways. What does that mean? Being dishonest, right? Being deceptive. There's so many ways that you could be wicked in this world, right? It's a plethora of examples I could give you all. Number 4, the 7 things the Lord hates.
Ooh, you know I love that.
I know. So I'm going to go through them real quick. Haughty eyes, which is pride. A lying tongue. Hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that plots wicked schemes. Feet that rush to do evil. False witness who lies. And ones who sows discord amongst brothers.
Ooh, you know, we can't do that. One that always want to cause strife and problems amongst brothers. That's no good.
You love those things.
Right? I love it. I taught that.
You always talked about that because here's the thing. If God hates these traits, we must reject them in ourselves. Pride, lies, division, and injustice are spiritual landmines.
Wow. So God hates it.
He hates it. These are the 7 things that God hates.
So man, we really better understand that.
I'm telling you. Number 5, respect God's word like a parent's instruction. Number 6, warning against adultery and immorality. Right? What did I write here? Adultery is described as self-destructive, leading to shame, vengeance, and even death.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, what's this one? And the last one was, I put the themes of Proverbs 6. I put wisdom, finances, the value of hard work, avoiding pride, lying, and discord, importance of obeying God's instruction, sexual purity, and moral discipline. So that's the notes I took today earlier about Proverbs chapter 6, and I hope you guys go back and read it. We do it like that because we don't want to take too much time reading through the whole chapter, so we want to make sure we give you guys the bullet points and the key takeaways, almost like the cliff notes of the chapter. So we're going to dive into love.
Whoa, go ahead. I want you to jump in with that. I do want to read one thing that I took today that I really felt was I think I started off with it, but I didn't finish it. Okay. Let me get my notes right. It says, love can heal trauma. It can heal trauma, but the lack of love can create it.
Ooh, I like that.
You understand that? So
read that one more time.
Love can heal trauma, but the lack of love can create it. Isn't that something?
Love can heal trauma, but the lack of it can create it. Wow.
That's powerful.
That's profound.
I mean, absolutely powerful. So this is the reason why we want to talk about love, because we talked about pride, we talked about rejection, but honestly, it all starts with love and the lack of.
So that's key. It's funny you say that because I wrote down a note that said, what is love? Right? And I looked it up. So love is not just what we say, it's what we do.
Ooh, so it's an action word.
It's an action word. Love is an action word. It's not just what we say. It's so easy to say, I love this person.
Right.
And we mentioned this last week when talking about pride. Like, it's so easy to love the lovable. Can you love those who use you, who hate you, who despise of you? That's the true testament of love, of showing love to those type of people.
So say that again, because I think that's the thing that a lot of people think. They feel like when they're in church, or when they're at home, they feel like, okay, I'm loving my family, I'm loving my children, I love my pastors, I love my church family. But what about the people, sometimes even in the church, when you have strife against people and you walk around? One of my sister girls just told me she was in church and there's a brother there that doesn't like her. I won't say no names.
Right.
I won't. But the bottom line was, she said he purposely shoved her, a man.
Wow.
And she and her husband had to confront. And this is in the Lord's house. You know what I mean? This is in the Lord's house. But she was bold enough and courageous enough to face him and call him out. And then she said, you know what? Maybe we need to bring this up to the pastor, because this is not what we represent. We're in the church, and where you're hearing about love each and every day, about the power of God's love, and then you're turning around acting ugly. So like you said, can you love the ones that mistreat you?
Oh, man.
Can you love the ones that use you? Can you love the ones that hurt your children?
Yeah.
Or what about, can you love the ones that may have killed somebody in your family?
Ooh, that's deep.
Somebody that's dear to you. Can you love the person? Can you love the one that created a crime? Not just a murder, but a crime.
Yeah. Now you getting deep now.
Deep. I gotta get deep, because that's deep. What we have to deal with. It's easy for me to love you.
Yeah.
It's easy for me to love Cece, Mimi, and Sammy.
Right.
I don't care what my kids do. I might be upset.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I still love them.
Yeah.
So that's easy. But what about the ones that really hurt me and not only stuck the knife in, but twisted it?
Ooh.
Can you love that person?
Yeah.
The one that fired you from your job?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I got so many examples of times in my life where I really had to choose to walk in love.
Yes.
Because, I never forget when I was working in the prison, I heard an inmate say, it is so easy to get in here. Right? 10 seconds can cost you 10 years.
Oh, my God.
Right? 10 seconds can cost you 10 years in prison.
Yes.
And he said it's so easy to get in here, but it's so hard to get out.
It's so hard to get out.
So there's so many times in my life that I had to choose to use wisdom, choose to literally walk in love.
Yes. To
walk away from a situation that could have landed me in a totally different scenario of me being in jail or in prison because of anger.
Oh yeah, I got some stories about anger too. I mean, I thank God for His grace.
Yeah, man.
Because I would love to sit here tonight and be like holier than thou.
Right.
I would love to sit here tonight and act like I don't say a bad word and puff up my collar, or that I don't yell at my kids and say some things that they'd be like, Mama, they tease me too. They always tease me. When I get mad, they tease me. But I tell them all the time, you know what? I'm human. We're human, so there's no condemnation tonight.
No.
Because we all make mistakes.
Absolutely.
But the key is quickly realizing you made a mistake and moving on and really walking in love. And like I said last week, I kind of gave a really touching testimony how to say sorry when you hurt somebody, so that you don't traumatize somebody. You know when you're being mean. You know when you're being mean.
Yeah.
And it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
So I just want to say this one thing that was really profound to me. It says love is a basic human need wired into our DNA by God. Did you hear what I said? It's wired into our DNA by God.
Yeah.
So it's like we have to have it.
Yeah. You have to have it. And love is so unique because love is the only emotion, right? Love is the only emotion that's universal.
Ooh, absolutely.
Think about that, right?
Yes.
No matter what race you are, no matter how you look, no matter what you believe in, no matter what language you speak,
right?
People can always feel love.
That's right.
You got somebody who speaks fluent Chinese, fluent Spanish, or whatever language, and you can tell by their expression, by their emotion, if they're hugging you, if they're smiling. You don't know what they're saying. Right. But you can tell they're walking in love. You can tell
my God,
spirit.
that is so profound. And love is even shown in the eyes.
Yep.
You ever had somebody just look at you? And I'm not talking romantically.
Right.
I'm talking about when you're in church or when you meet somebody in the street. You can look right into their eyes and kind of feel what they're feeling towards you.
Yeah.
So love is so powerful, but I love what you just said.
Yeah.
It is universal.
It's universal.
Everybody loves their child.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
It's so universal.
And just like love is universal, so is hatred.
It is.
Oh, I like that. Who did that?
Thank you. So somebody sent us a gift on TikTok.
Okay, awesome.
I like
That's
that.
great. So love is universal, but what about hatred?
That's the same way.
It's absolutely the same way. It's absolutely the same way.
So we live in a world where love is often conditional, emotional, or transactional.
Right.
Right? But biblically, love is sacrificial, selfless, and spiritual.
Oh, I like that. You coming for it tonight. He ain't playing.
Listen.
Oh, he got the gloves out.
Because, listen, here's the thing, guys. We realize that as we grow in this, right? As we grow in our knowledge, in our transparency on this platform, we have to make sure we dropping gems and giving information that's going to help and transform and inspire.
Absolutely.
I don't want to get on here and just be filibustering talking about whatever. So we really prepare to come on here to make sure we give you guys adequate enough information, and hopefully in hope that could really transform and change your life, because it's helping our lives as well.
It's absolutely. And one of the things we strive for is to be so practical and relatable.
Yeah.
Because we can get real deep with major big words and you know, and we can go into the theatrics, but we want to be so practical that you're like, oh, I'm gonna grab that. Oh, I can use that. So that's what we're striving for. So I want to go into this. Love is not weak. It's the strongest thing in the world. It heals, it rebuilds, and it fights for the broken. I said it fights for the broken. Yeah. And that's really the heart of God. Yep. It's absolutely the heart of God. It's to love. And it's a confession that me and my prayer sisters, we say, we love everybody and everybody loves us. That is our confession. Because if honestly, if this world just walked in love, there would be no such thing as a war. Yep. It would be no such thing as famine. Because we would share, we would rebuild together. We would help those in need if we had extra. It wouldn't be like mine, all mines. We would share, we would give. But if this world really walked in love, and it starts with us tonight. Yeah. So, you know, this is what we want to teach. We want to teach you like I taught my kids. It starts with you. So when somebody hurts you, be quick to forgive. Yeah. Don't hold on to anger and bitterness.
No, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy, but I mean, it has to be done.
And walk in love. And what does walk in love really mean? Let's talk turkey tonight. What does it mean to walk in love?
To me, to walk in love is, you know, like one thing I try to do every single day is give people compliments. You know, forgive people for one, but when I'm out in public, you never know what somebody's going through. People are going through so many different things. I think we watched this video. It was a Chick-fil-A thing on YouTube. Oh, yes. And it was showing how everyday people go through everyday things, but you never know what somebody's dealing with internally. You know. Oh, you on my notes. Really? Go ahead. And it showed a little girl who was playing inside Chick-fil-A who just lost her parents. It showed a guy who was behind the counter smiling, taking people's orders, who was the general manager of the store, worried about his son that's in war. So you never know what somebody's going through, and your smile, your hello, your I love your shirt, I love your dress can literally be the change to stop someone from committing suicide. Absolutely. It absolutely could be the change. And I wanted to talk about what happens, kind of what you were saying. I want to piggyback on the damage of living without love. Because there are some people that never really experience true love. And it starts with God, but someone has to teach you about him. So it starts with your parents, right? And if you have a parent that's not showing, what you say? No, I was going to say, that's my next thing. Oh, man. I wrote down 1 John 4:8 that says, anyone who does not love does not know God. Oh, my goodness. Because God is love. God is absolute love. So that ties into what you're talking about. Yeah, because when you walk around and you're bitter and you're angry, and then, you know, who's going to take you serious when you walk around every day easily offended, when you walk around bitter, when you walk around full of unforgiveness, pride, and then you want to tell them about God. Yeah. You know what I mean? You want to preach to them about God. You want to sit there and say, let me lay hands on you, let me pray for you. Yeah. But yet and still, when I get up and walk from this table, I'm talking about somebody. Or I'm saying that I can't stand this person. Right. You know, you can't do that. Yeah. You really can't do that, because really, I always told my kids, church begins with you. Yep. Charity starts at? It starts at home. It starts at home. What is this? Let me see. Okay, I'm getting it. Okay. Charity starts at home. So at the end of the day, I have to make sure I love my family first. Yeah. I can't go around feeding people and my kids are hungry. Right. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So what happens when a person doesn't get the love from their parents or love from their siblings? What happens to that person? It causes a deep loneliness,
a feeling of unworthy, or feeling invisible. We talked about that last week. I'm using some of my notes from last week.
Yeah.
It also causes anxiety, depression, and even suicidal thoughts. That was from last week as well.
Yep.
Becoming hardened and numb or overly defensive. Let's talk about a person, anybody you can think of, son, that you know who walks around hardened with a hard heart. And what are some of the behaviors, or what do you see in that person that we need to be able to let the people know how that looks?
Oh, man. There's so many examples that I can think of people that got a hardened heart.
Okay, so I can give one.
Okay.
There's somebody that I know is extremely close to you and I.
Okay.
I won't say any names. I don't want nobody, spanking me.
I have one that's somebody's close to us as well.
It's very close to us. And this person does not know how to show any type of affection.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, they're the sweetest person that you can meet. But because they grew up feeling unloved, and they also grew up feeling unwanted. It's extreme. He's looking at me. He's trying to figure out who I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, he knows who I'm talking about.
I'll say use the same person as an example.
Wow. So when it comes to like being able to say I love you, or being able to hug their children, or be able to show any type of affection, it's extremely hard because they see that as a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
And they also is numb to affection.
Yeah.
It takes humility to be able to be like, I love you, you do all of that. That's humility because I love you and I don't care who sees that, right?
Right.
My kids, they know I hug and love on them all the time. Not just my kids. Everybody who knows me know I'm a toucher.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get on people nerves because I'm always like, when I'm laughing, I'm like, I'm like mashing people. I'm known for laughing all over the world,
Right, for sure.
So at the end of the day, a person who hasn't been given adequate love, there is a certain behavior that person displays.
Yep.
But I tell you what about that person. The person has one of the best hearts in this world. Mm-hmm. The person will give you the shirt off their back. I'm about to say, be careful.
That's crazy. I'll use
You
the
were
same
going,
person
that's
as
not
an
about the
example.
Holy Spirit. But let me tell you something. One day I actually walked up to that person and I hugged them, and it was like they melted in my arms. Mm-hmm. They so badly wanted that hug, but they didn't know how to ask for it
or receive it,
or even receive it.
Yeah.
So how do you help the unlovable? Just love on them.
Yeah.
Just hug them. Just grab them.
And I know it could be so hard because that person is acting so hard.
Right.
And it's like, stop. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to show affection and emotion, but it is so easy to love people that is open to receive, that want to hug you back.
Right.
But you're trying to hug somebody like they moving around, like don't touch me, but they really want it.
They really want it.
But they don't know how to receive it.
They don't know how to receive
it. So it makes it hard for you as a person trying to give love because now you start to feel rejected.
Right. Ooh.
And then it will cause you to revert back to your prior thinking.
Right.
I watched a training yesterday and talked about how the mind needs direction.
Okay.
The mind needs a hero. Somebody that you like, know, trust, or that you deem to be a hero in your life. The mind needs something to focus on.
Right.
That's why it's so important to have personal self-development, read books, watch podcasts. But the moment you stop expanding and growing the mind, it automatically reverts back to what it used to do.
Oh my goodness.
So if you're constantly trying to grow in love and show affection and walk in love and be godlike, but the moment you begin to get feel rejected upon, if you stop training and building your mind like a muscle, it would get weak.
Wow.
And your mind will revert back to how it used to think.
So let's start a trend tonight. Let's start the love walk.
Yeah.
I'm going to challenge everyone to find that person that really gives you the hardest time in life.
Yeah.
Who mistreats you, maybe even mistreats your children. When you see that person, love on them. How do you love on them? Hey, how you doing? With a real smile.
Yeah.
There's a saying that says, fake it till you make it. You don't necessarily have to fake it. You can walk by faith.
Faith it till you make it.
There you go. Say that again.
Faith it till you make it.
I love that. Faith it till you make it. So that hard person that has that hard smiling makes a big difference when you look at somebody.
Oh, yeah.
When you smile at something, and I don't mean a sarcastic smile. I don't mean like, yeah, how you doing? I don't mean that smile.
Yeah.
I mean a general,
true, genuine smile.
A good smile. That person might even be like, what the heck's wrong with them?
Yeah.
Because when you're so nice and kind and you're letting stuff roll off your back like a duck, people think something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
I literally went to my daughter's baby shower this year, not even a month ago. And I was so happy to be there. I was dancing. I was smiling. I was kiki and hi-hi. My daughter was like, Mama, did you have anything to drink? I was like, oh my God, I'm just having fun, you know?
Right.
So act like you're drunk in the spirit.
Yeah.
Act like you're drunk in the spirit. You don't have to be drunk with wine. I'm not saying that. But I mean drunk in the spirit where you're just so happy. Somebody's like, something's wrong with them.
Yeah.
Somebody done put a Mickey in their drink.
And that's a shame that if somebody sees you happy.
Oh.
And I'm not you saying you, but it's
But
people
no.
in general. Like, think about it. Even on your job, if you see somebody that's happy, that's jovial, that's just excited, full of joy, you begin to think, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with her?
Right.
Why are you so happy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the environment of most people is so negative.
Oh man, and I heard this one lady say, because this lady, a dear sister of mine, said that she used to work in the hospital and she was so full of joy. Everyone thought she was crazy, and they was like, "Hey, why are you so happy?" And her response was, "I didn't have to hang on a cross. I didn't have to be beaten. I didn't have to have nails go through my hands.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go through what my father went through. So I am full of joy." Who are we to be complaining?
That's profound.
Who are we to be going through what cross have you hung on?
That's profound.
Man, no matter what you're going through in life, what sacrifice did you make?
That's deep.
Man, so she said, I will go around full of joy. And she confessed it every day. The joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. We haven't hung on nobody's cross.
Yeah.
So walk in love. And love, and some examples of walking in love is I tell my kids, when you go somewhere, be a servant.
Yep.
When you
always give.
Always be a giver. And not expecting nothing back in return.
Yep.
With the elders.
From them.
That's right, from them.
Yeah.
And when you think about going to the supermarket, if you see someone who needs help, like the elder, help them.
Yeah.
These are all practical examples of walking in love.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't have children, and maybe your sister has children, or somebody in your family have children, and they're overwhelmed with work, pick the kids up for the day.
Yep.
Take them out. The parents that are overwhelmed would really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just giving you some practical nuggets from my life that made a difference when I was struggling and when I needed help. And somebody came and got my kids for an outing. I was like, oh, thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
That gave me a chance to get some laundry done and maybe just watch a movie in peace.
Yeah.
There are just so many things we can do to live this thing we call love.
And people don't realize when you sow good seeds into the ground, you may not see the harvest immediately.
Right.
Right? But just like any seed that you plant, it has to go through its process. So just understand that when you plant seeds in people's lives and you sow good seeds, that, it's going to manifest one day.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm reaping seeds that I planted years ago.
Oh.
There's been people that have given to me, that have sown into my life, that has mentored me, that has shown me so many different, or just shown me love, invite me to different things because of what I've done for them years ago.
Right.
They said, man, 5 years ago you blessed me with this, and sometimes it's things that I didn't even do intentionally.
Right.
I helped them, I gave them a piece of advice, whatever.
Everything.
Today, somebody gave me a compliment today. I had court today on this court case, and a gentleman told me, he said, man, Investigator Brewer, he was like, man, I heard such great things about you. He said, I won't say the guy's name. It's a guy that I mentor. Okay. I don't tell nobody I mentor this guy. Right. But this kid was telling somebody that holds a really powerful seat in the government realm about me. Wow. He said, I heard such great things about you. This young man raves about you, that you mentor him, you take time for him. And that really warmed my heart, because here I am, I'm genuinely helping this young deputy. But I don't tell nobody I'm helping this kid. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I love that. But you don't have to always be seen. You got to always be seen. But he is doing the work for me. He's speaking in rooms that I'm not in, that he's in. Oh, my goodness. You know what I'm saying? And that really touched me today, because I was like, oh, man, I didn't even think I was really making a real impact in his life, other than giving him my faults and my mistakes. And like, bro, don't do this, don't do that, because I did it and I failed. Right. But do this, try this. And he's a grown man. Right. But I'm just giving him my advice, my counsel. Okay. And he's listening. But the most important thing is that he's speaking highly of me to people in important positions that I didn't even know he was doing. And that's important. And that just shows you how you just was planting some seeds, not to get necessarily a harvest, like, oh, I'm going to be nice just to get something. Right. Because I just want to do it because I want to walk in love. I genuinely want to help somebody get to the next level without making the same errors and mistakes that you made. And that's why I encourage, I'm going to always talk as a mother. Yeah. Because as mothers, I always say it's better to be
open and transparent with your kids and be vulnerable and transparent enough to say, yeah, I did that before. I made some mistakes. Don't always walk around like you never make mistakes.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, kids already know because they're spying on you when you don't think they're spying on you. You know, my kids always tell me, oh, Mom, we knew this. I mean, you know, listening to me, going through your stuff when you're not home.
Yeah. I just found out. You know, because listen, we all argue. So me and Sharonda have an argument. I just found out.
You know what? Yeah.
That the kids, my babies, there's a place in their room.
Oh, okay.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom. That's what they told me.
They told her that they go in the bathroom and listen to us argue from the bathroom.
Right.
And I'm like, what in the world?
They realized, the kids told me, they was like, Gigi, we realized that if we stand right here, we can hear them real good. And I'm like, oh man, I gotta make sure I tell y'all that.
Yeah, so here we are trying to play it off. Like when we argue, come out the room smiling. And they already know we argue.
They already know. That's why I said, parents, it's the best thing to do is be open and honest with your kids.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes some parents will be like, Mommy, you ever smoke weed or drink? No. Meanwhile, they might have seen a blunt in your room.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that's what happened.
Right.
I'm just saying that it's just best to be honest with your kids.
Yeah, be
I've always been honest with my kids, and kids respect that.
They do.
They don't judge you like you think they're going to judge you.
Right.
They judge you when you lie to them.
That's right.
They love you. Children love unconditionally. Thank God for that.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? And so does parents. We love unconditionally as well. But don't we all respect somebody who's open and honest? It's no different from your children. Mm-hmm. So my granddaughter told me that, and when my dad comes out the bathroom, he makes that same face.
Out the room.
Oh yeah, out the room. He makes that same face, and she made the face, and I just bust out and started laughing because I was like, here he is thinking he's pulling the wool over her eyes, and she's like, man, I already know, Gigi.
Yeah, they already know. These kids, listen. These kids know what's up, and we tell them, well, listen, your mother and father, we're going to argue, right? But it's important for the kids to see you argue and to see you make up.
Oh, you got to.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to walk in love.
You got to walk in love. So they got to see both sides. Because if they only see us walking in love, then when they get older, they're going to expect that and I know how to deal with conflict.
Adversity,
and
all kinds of things,
confrontation. You know what I'm saying? So it's important for them to see both sides of it.
That's right. And when you at work, same thing. You know what I mean? Don't complain. Always be a go-getter and always do more than enough. Don't just do just enough. That's, you know, because sometimes you're going to be, I always tell people, God is your source. Mm-hmm. God is always going to, if you look at life like God, you're my source, don't ever put your trust in yourself. Mm. And please don't put your trust in your job.
Oh my God.
Put your trust in God. Because he is ultimately your source. And when you say that and you believe that, it works.
Listen, I have so many and you know, so many testimonials recently that's transpired over the last 2 weeks of things that's happened just from walking in love. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that every blessing that comes in my life comes because I'm obedient to my parents, right? I'm always giving. And that's something that was instilled in me because of my mother and my father and there's people around me. We are a very giving and loving family.
Right.
You know, and I truly believe that God has blessed me tremendously from being in the hospital, from health scares. There's so many different things that I've overcame that I'm so grateful for that I know it only came because of God's mercy and grace over my life.
Absolutely.
But because of my obedience, my servitude, my humbleness. And she knows there's been so many things that's I can't even name them all. I mean, just name a few. We went to Florida for a funeral. My wife's aunt passed away. God bless her. And we went to Florida, and I'm sitting here like, okay, I really don't want to spend no money. I'm trying to save and be frugal. We went to Florida, and one of the other aunts paid for our meal. Right? Then another example was we was going to stay at her uncle's house. He has a pretty nice house in Florida.
Right.
But other loved ones was there because of his funeral. So I was like, God, I gotta get a hotel.
Right.
Just to, I don't want to overcrowd his house.
Right.
And
be considerate.
Another aunt gave us a suite. She said, I'm going to bless you guys with a suite. And I'm going to pay for nothing, just take the suite. And I'm like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Then I'll try to think another one that happened very quickly. I got a blessing from the military, from the VA. Now, I was told I was going to get something, right, from a representative, and I got it.
Right.
I'm not going to say what it was, but I got it.
Right.
And that was a game changer.
Praise the
Lord.
Lord.
I was literally told you wasn't going to be eligible for that.
Right.
Right. And literally, I got the notification from the military, from the VA, saying you are eligible.
Right.
And here it is.
Right.
Even down to yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
I sowed a seed into church on Sunday, and came home and got a letter in the mail that
check in the mail.
A check in the mail. You know,
that's a blessing.
No,
that's...
not $200, not $500, not $1,000, over that.
Wow.
And I sowed a seed in church yesterday.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, God's principles never fail. We have to be obedient. We have to be willing to trust Him and walk in love in every aspect of our lives.
I want to tell a story, and we'll get in with this story tonight. And I'm going to give you a real life example about what love looks like, even in the hardest times. And this is a very dear story to me, and I'm going to try to say it quickly. I had a family friend of mine that was very large. He weighed a lot of weight, and towards the end of his life, he was very ill. We did not realize how ill he was, but he was very ill. Now, I'm going to show you the manifestation of love and his supernatural power from God. He was very large, and I actually went with him. I mean, he actually called me over to help him. And because of the fact that he was ill, he was actually having accidents on himself. Put me on a timer, please, so I know how long I'm talking. He was having accidents. And because he was large, he had some major accidents. I had somebody come help me, and the person that came with me said, no, I can't do that. It's too nasty. I can't do it. Yeah. And he left me. And I said, okay. I said, God, I need you. I said, God, I need you to be with me. And that man could not get in and out the bed. He was having accidents on himself. Every night I went there. I changed his clothes.
And when you say large, let's give him retrospect. He was like at least 400 pounds?
550, 600 pounds.
Yeah. Okay.
He was a very large man, maybe even 600 pounds. And he was, I would dare to say 600 because he was very swollen. Yeah. He could not get in and out of bed by himself. And when the other person said he couldn't do it because it was just too nasty, it was a mess. And the person said he was his friend. Mm-hmm. He said he was his friend, and when this person was up, he was his friend. Yep. But when this person was down, he was lost. Yep. And he said, I can't do it. And I was by myself with this man. And because this man was, he had his pride and his dignity, and he was wetting himself. So when I would go in there, and it didn't smell good, it didn't look good, I would go in there with a smile on my face every day. And I would just take off his clothes with dignity. I smiled, and he was looking right into my eyes, looking for me to say, I can't do this. I knew he was looking at me. And each time I would just smile and say, how's your day going? I smiled, I walked in love. And when it was time to put him in the bed, it was nothing but the angels of God that helped me lift him. I was lifting him up like he was a feather. I was lifting it, and he was even, one night when I lifted him up, K-Priest, he literally just kind of flew in the bed. and he was like, whoa. And in my mind, I was like, whoa. I couldn't believe it. When I got in the car, Holy Spirit said, angels of God was with you tonight. I sent the angels of God with you. What does love look like? It looks like doing the difficult things. Yep. When an adult is maybe sitting in their own mess for being ill, what does love look like? You go in there and you clean it with a smile on your face. Yep. I would go in there, clean his bed, put fresh clothes on him, do his laundry, make sure his house was clean, put him back in the bed every day. Because every day I got there, he was wet. So I had to keep changing out his clothes. Yep. And I did it each night with a smile. And he would always try to pay me. But Holy Spirit told me, he said, he is so used to paying people. And this is a true story. He said, I want you to show the love of God. Let him know that love doesn't always cost. You don't always have to pay somebody. Now, he since went on to be with the Lord, thank God. Yeah. And when I say thank God, that he was saved. Yeah. And he gave his life to the Lord. But what I'm trying to say to you, in the natural, I didn't see a monetary gift. Yeah. I didn't see a no monetary anything. But I knew God smiled on me. Yeah. He smiled on me because I walked in love. So that is what love looks like. It's helping the persons that are in need. Yeah. Don't always look for something in return. No. And everything that you do in life is not going to be easy. But that's an example that I showed my kids. They looked at me and they learned from that. Oh, yeah. Because you never know what life's going to. I always tell my kids, you never know. Your life can change in a second.
As Lincoln would say, Link is my father. That's our name. That's his name, but, that's our little nickname for him. He always says, no condition is permanent.
No condition is permanent.
You could be up today, down tomorrow. And down tomorrow. and up to date.
So what you do now, determine what you get to do later. That is my mantra. So in ending tonight, I'm going to end and I'll let you finish.
Okay.
Love is, we said it's an action word. It's easier to say I love somebody, but what are you going to do to show that person you love them? It's easy to use the word love, and we use it sometimes. We misrepresent that word, but to really show true love is when you have to love the unlovable. It's also when you have to do things in the natural that you may not want to do. And when you do it, again, I got to stress this point, do it with love and a smile, and do it with grace, because God blesses that.
Yeah. Listen, you dropped the mic on that one. I don't know what to say. I was going to say, 1 John 2:11, whoever hates his brother is in darkness, right? And does not know where he is going.
Right.
So without love, you lose clarity and direction. And I remember that time he was talking about helping that young man, and I went over there a couple of times, and I was like, wow, this was a lot.
Oh, yes.
It was a lot. And, God definitely was proud of you for doing that.
Yes.
And I truly believe that person went home understanding that love is not with conditions.
That's right.
That there are people out here who truly love and really have a heart of God.
Yes.
Because you didn't take not one cent from him. He offered you jewelry. They offered you money, and you didn't take anything.
No.
So I truly believe that the person was able to go be with the Lord in peace, to understand that, like you said, that I don't want to pay for my circle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was able to really show the heart of God to him
and
really bless him. So I really want to challenge you guys today to text or call someone that you haven't spoken to in a while and tell them that you love them.
Yes.
Take this opportunity this week to tell people that you love them.
I see my girlfriend Lynetta saying something. What is she saying? My sister girl.
She's saying, who's that? We can't tell you who that is. But take this opportunity, you all, to love on people this week. Love on your family. Because listen, life. I hate to say life is short. We don't use that term. We say life is precious.
That's right.
Because it is precious, and we have long life in Jesus' name. So life is not short. We have long life in Jesus' name. So take the opportunity to love on your family, love on people, call them, text them, go. Just bless your family this week.
And your friends, and even your enemies.
And you know what? We're gonna do love part 2.
Okay.
Because I was gonna talk about love and marriage.
Ooh.
Tonight.
Yes.
And relationships.
Yes.
But the Holy Ghost just took us this route. I didn't even read mine.
I didn't even listen. You see, I closed my computer.
Look, I got a book here from Nuri Muhammad.
Shout out to Nuri Muhammad.
The Mathematics of the Mind.
Yes.
I'm gonna stay with next week. It's very profound.
Yes.
But listen, again, as we told you guys, we have notes that we prepared. Every single week we prepare for you guys. But we always pray before we hop on these lives, and we tell God that whatever you want to do, to have your way on these calls, because it's not about us, it's about him. He get the praise, he get the glory.
Absolutely.
We're just the vessels that he's using to send a message.
That's right. So remember to love, love, love. Love never fails.
That's right. Love never fails.
Love never fails. So that's the ending. I guess the ending thought tonight.
That's
love
it.
never
Love
fails.
never fails.
Like, share. I say it again.
Please like, share.
And
let's get this out to the masses, to the world.
The world
because
needs it.
People needs this.
One love, and say this with us before we. I'm going to say it, and you repeat after me, K. Praise.
Okay.
I love everybody.
I love everybody.
And everybody loves me.
Everybody loves me.
That's your confession for tonight. Good night.
Good night. Let's cut these things off.
Yeah, I guess I'm not doing it right, son. You're going to have to cut it off for me.
You hit the power button right there.